Hello everyone, my name is Gerd and welcome to another episode of... Today we have got the Chuck by Underdog with us. Okay, first of all, I'm going to show you a full song which I made with the Chuck. I recorded 2 rhythm guitars, panned left and right. I programmed a bass and some simple drums. After that we're going to listen to the isolated guitars. And then we play around, we chuck some riffs, we dial some knobs, we watch at the lights and yeah, see what this unit can do for us. Alright, have fun! So the Chuck is a very well-built tube guitar amplifier, all metal. And to be specific, the tubes are in the preamp. These are 2 special for the Chuck designed preamp tubes. These are raw E83cc tubes. And the power amp is a Class D power amp with 25 watts at 4 ohm. And yeah, I know what you're thinking, and I thought the same.
25 watts 4 ohm. This could not be loud.
But we will take a closer look at this topic later on in the video. So the sound is created by the 2 preamp tubes, like I mentioned before, and the rest of the Chuck is controlled digital. And it has also 4 different effects, digital effects: the reverb, delay, chorus and an auto wah. And you can control, or let's say dial in the sound you like via the unit itself or via the desktop editor, which I recommend because this is a lot easier. At the top we have, from left to right, a little window where you can see the 2 preamp tubes. 4 encoders to dial in different parameters of the amp, like booster with gain, tone and volume, preamp with gain and volume of the 3 channels, clean, classic and modern. Within the channels you can select different voicings to your liking. Equalizer with low, mid, high and amp. Amp is simulating a power amp section to give the output a more amp-like feeling. Effects. You can use up to 4 different effects at the same time and dial in here basic parameters. In the expert settings you can dial in the different effects even more and with more details. Then the 5th encoder to navigate through the menu. But I would recommend using the desktop editor because then you are much quicker and have a better overview, like I mentioned before. At the front we have, from left to right, aux in for slaving in your own audio, guitar input, an FX loop with send and return, ground lift switch, out 1 and out 2 with XLR and 1/4 inch out with factory IRs and the possibility to load your own IRs. Speaker out to connect into a cabinet. Headphone out. USB for connect your Chuck with your PC or Mac. MIDI in and through. the DC in to power your chuck, and the DC out 9 volt with up to 0.8 ampere. Far right we have the on-off switch. So the signal flow for today is again my Sigi Braun, the Heritage Signature guitar. I'm going directly into the chuck with my guitar cable. And from the out 1, we're going directly into my interface and then into my DAW. And from the speaker out of the chuck, we're going into my Engel 4x12 cabinet over there. This is a V30 speaker and the SM57 microphone like you are used to on my channel. Later on in the video, I will show you some rehearsal footage of my band TRAITOR. I had the chuck with me and I cranked the power amp. And I also slaved the chuck into an FX return of the power amp, which I'm having at the rehearsal room. And this is an Engel Powerball 1. Alright, we have different modes here. You can use the chuck either in a preset mode, and then you have your pre-configured presets. See here, clean, blues, grunge, rock, hard rock, metal and drop are the names from the factory presets. Or when you press the mode button, you're in the edit mode, and then you can turn on off booster, delays, channels from the preamp and switch on off the different effects. So then you can use your chuck like a pedalboard. Okay, but I'm a preset player. I like to pre-configure my presets, and I think we will go through some factory presets. I already showed you the camera I have here, which is viewing the chuck, and then I'm capturing footage from my desktop, and here you can see the desktop editor, Underdog Studio, and this is very simple. Just download the program and connect everything with a USB cable, and then when I change something on the unit, you can see the changes on the desktop editor as well. Okay, now I would say we play some factory presets. So this is the clean. It's not really clean because the gain is over half. So this is clean. Already a bit distorting because my guitar has so much output. Let's switch to the second voicing. Okay, removed some of the harsh top end. And there are some mids, more mids. We have more voicings. No, 2 voicings for the clean. Okay, let's switch to the blues. And then the preamp channel switches to classic, and we're in voicing 4 already. This is already a hard rock thing. Back with the gain. And switch to the different voicings. You can hear definitely changes in the sound. Okay, next preset, crunch. We're still in the classic channel. Switch to voicing 1. So this is not crunch and different voicings. This is the classic channel with different voicing. This set is called grunge. Just to make it clear. Next preset, rock. Still in the classic preamp channel. Switch to hard rock. That's more my kind of style. That's not hard rock. That's metal. And on every preset there's a lot of reverb and delay. So let's check this. So here is reverb active. You could just turn it off. Very dry now. And now we're in the modern preamp channel. Let's go back to preset mode, into preset metal. I think hard rock was more metal than metal. What? This is the voicing 3. Let's go back to hard rock and turn off this reverb. Dry, cool. And you hear no interference, no noises because of the built-in noise gate. Great! And you can dial in parameters here. So now it's off. But when you just use it with your PC, it's okay. Up to, okay, total silence. Nothing is coming through. So let's keep this at, where's the -70 standard thing? Okay. Let's try out the voicing 1. A lot less gain. Voicing 2. Voicing 4. Okay, my personal favorites I think is the modern channel because of the most gain and the voicing 3 or 4. I'm not quite sure yet. But we have one preset left, the drop. Okay, and now we are building our own preset. Therefore I go to the preset hard rock because I like that the mode. Okay, let's go into edit mode and I will do it on the desktop editor. So let's turn off reverb off. So what do we have here? Booster. We need the booster. Yeah, we leave the booster on, but we don't need gain. Tone at about half, volume full to really crank this. And now we can go back with the gain at the preamp. This. Let's switch to voicing 3 and 4. Yeah, voicing 4. Equalizer low. Even with the low at maximum, it's okay. Mids. About the half. Okay, high or treble. The chuck chucks. Okay, now the amp. And this is simulating a power amp. Yeah, power amp. I'm not sure if you dial in the amount of power amp stimulation, or maybe they are different power amps. I will find it out after the video and write it down here, okay? That's too hard. I like this. Save changes. And okay, you can even change here something. You can save here, rename, change color, save to disk. Okay, you can save presets onto your PC and download it, or load from your PC on the chuck. Okay, let's say change the color to, I don't know, white. Okay, and let's rename this to my keyboard. Gerd. No, not Gerd. Rhythm. And now it's called Rhythm. Oh, my camera. So this is our rhythm. If I then go to preset mode, you can see now the color is white. This is so cool. So rock. Okay, and every preset is sounding a bit different, because at every preset there's another IR. You know what? Let's go through some factory IRs. Let's turn this off. And we start with the first one. I like that. Maybe the classic expected and classic lofty in combination. Let's try that out later. I don't like this. Ugh, too much scoop. Okay, let's go back to the classic expected and pair it with, I don't know, the modern expected. That's nice. So, and final words to the preset and building your preset. As I mentioned, you can just select your desired preset and then change all the parameters here. Save your changes, rename your preset, and you can also tune your guitar. This is very important. I have to tune my guitar. So you see, oh, that's nice with the lights. Cool. So you have your tuner here, and you can see it. It's nice. That's cool. German engineering, I like it. So if you have to wear glasses like me and you can't see this, you just follow the lights. That's cool. So let's tune my guitar real quick. That's cool. All right, and then I hit tuner again and we're back into the preset. Okay, and now we're trying out the power amp. Therefore, I have to mute this one. And we're going back into our jerk. Output. And here you can see you can dial in different output levels from the out 1 and out 2. If you want to use an IR or no IR, if you want the amp, the power amp simulation or no simulation, and you can also link the two outputs. That's they thought of everything. Nice. Speaker out. Also here you can choose if you want to send your IR through your guitar cabinet speaker, but why? And power amp simulation, same with a USB. You can also record your chuck via USB and your headphones out. Also IR or power amp on off. And now you hear nothing because I have turned the speaker out down. And I will turn it to about 0 dB. And that's loud in my room. Holy! like a real amp. A bit of the lower end is missing, but it's very in your face. Wow, nice. Ah, nice. Okay, let's experiment this. That's too loud in my room. Holy shit. So at 0 dB, no problem for a home use, no problem, absolutely no problem. Okay, and now I will show you the promised rehearsal footage. Let's go. And now the same with the power amp from the Engel Powerball. Okay, what do you think? Do you think it's enough? The built-in power amp with its 25 watts at 4 ohm out of a Class D power amp is nice to have, and for home use it's more than you will ever need. It's total overkill. So this is a 8 ohm cabinet, so we're just having 12.5 watts, and even in the rehearsal room footage this was 12.5 watts, but come on, it was loud because I have a very loud drummer. We play thrash metal, okay? And the loudness is, it's barely, okay? Even in a live situation where you play loud on stage, yeah, it's okay. But I really like the opportunity that you can slave just the sound into an external power amp. like I did in the rehearsal footage as well. And when you do it like this, no problem at all. Okay, I would say I will show you some of the effects. So we're going into the edit mode. And I will show you this on the editor. So reverb. And we will also switch to the expert settings. You can change different parameters here, like the pre-delay, the decay of the reverb, high damp, low cut, high cut, or how much the reverb is in the mix. Let's go put it to 100%. That's too much, like expected. Okay, let's turn off the reverb and turn on the delay. Let's go to expert settings. Okay, cool. You can disable and enable the tap on the delay button. So that's very cool. So you can tap your delay. That's nice. Disable, and then you can turn on off the delay. Nice. So time of your delay, feedback, high cut, and how much it is in a mix. Normal things, delay off, chorus. This gives me Judas Priest vibes. Nice. Auto wah. Maybe you can put this too? No, just on off. I have no idea with wahs or auto wah, so I would skip this. But you can figure it out by yourself, right? Did I miss anything? I showed you the tuner with the lights, that's cool. Noise gate. I think you can pre-program the noise gate to the different presets. IR loader. Also different presets, different IRs. And you can load in your own IRs here. Main EQ, okay, you have also a main EQ for the whole unit. This here, expert settings from the effects, the FX loop. Okay, you can switch from a serial to a parallel FX loop. That's really nice. And adjust the send level, return level, and the dry wet. Also activate a ground lift if you have any humming noises. And you can adjust the output from the different outputs 1 and 2, speaker, USB, and phones. These are the settings. You can give your device other name. You can clone your device, so save the whole presets or whole adjustments you just did, save it or restore it from your PC. And you can update your chuck, check for updates. Update device, the device firmware is up to date, so I don't need any update because I'm on the latest firmware. And see history and changelog, what you have done to your chuck. And you can also do a factory reset and yeah, go back to the beginning. Oh yeah, baby, the chuck has this very tube-like feeling under your fingers, just like a real tube amp. And the built-in power amp with its 25 watts at 4 ohm could be improved in the future, like a 100 watt amp would be much better. But this 25 watt is due to the design of the chuck itself and the limited space, of course. And if you would include a bigger power amp with more power, you would have a bigger enclosure, a bigger fan, bigger everything, and then it's not more so compact like it's now. But paired with an external power amp, like I showed you in my rehearsal footage, this amp really shines. And with the XLR out, you can just go into the mixing console at a live concert or at your interface at home. And the possibilities, XLR into a cabinet and so on and so on. Possibilities are endless. And at the moment there's a 10% discount when you purchase the chuck and the padded bag for it. I will put a link down in the description below. Okay, and now it's your turn again. How do you like the chuck by Underdog? Please tell me your thoughts and opinions down there in the comments below. And yeah, if you like what I'm doing, please give this video a like, subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so that you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. With that being said, thank you for your attention and see you guys on the next one. Bye bye, ciao.